Yeah, for sure. This would be a couple years ago, or maybe, yeah, it was like 2 years ago, I would say. I was pivoting towards wanting to get into the construction end of things and taking on some big renovations because you see, oh, there's a massive spread on this, but I have to put in a lot of work. What I've realized is like putting in too much work kills you every time. I did two bigger deals than I ever done at one time with, both renovations were over 200 grand and it took me over a year to do both projects and I made no money on both of them. So my suggestion you learn quick is, you don't want to make a beautiful house. You want to make a sellable house. We're in this business to make money. So do what you have to do and, typically do a little bit less, sell it on the market for a little bit of a discount, and everyone's happy.
Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Show, where we interview real estate investing professionals from coast to coast, as well as the service providers that serve the real estate investing industry. Our goal is simple: share what's working now to help you improve and scale your business to the next level and meet the pros that can help you get there. Real Estate Pros is powered by Investor Fuel, America's leader in helping real estate investors and professionals build the business you need to live the life you've always dreamed of. Let's start today's show. Property insurance for real estate investors doesn't have to be difficult, but it does need to be there to protect you when you need it. MyInvestorInsurance.com not only provides insurance at 15 to 30% cheaper than traditional agencies, it's built specifically for real estate investors like you. You can set up an account in about 2 minutes, get quotes on properties, turn on and turn off insurance for your fix and flip or rental properties in around 2 minutes without having to talk to anyone directly, all through our portal. There's no better way or faster way to make sure you've got the coverage you need to protect you, and no more lengthy policies either. Once you're set up, you're billed monthly and prorated by the day for however long your policy is active. It's powered by MSI, the third largest independent MGA, with 1.5 million customers and more than $1 billion in cumulative premiums written. Get set up today in about 2 minutes at myinvestorinsurance.com/fuel.
Hey everyone, welcome to the Investor Fuel podcast. I'm your host, Leo Wedekin, and today I am joined by someone I've been looking forward to chatting with, Nicolas Martucci. Am I right?
Nicolas Martucci, the Italian stallion.
All right, all right. Well, Nicolas, he's a person who's been doing serious moves in the real estate industry. So, Nicolas, I'm very glad to have you over here, man. I think that our listeners are really going to take something away from how you've been approaching your real estate business. So let's dive in. And for people who may not be familiar, can you give us version on what's your main focus these days?
Yeah, of course. And I appreciate you having me on here. I'm super excited. Yeah, so pretty much, I'm a house flipper. The bread and butter of the business is getting in discounted properties. You're always going to make money when you buy. So I'm running Google PPC, SEO, YouTube, cold callers, everything under the sun to get in discounted properties. Once I get in a discounted property, if it fits my buy box to buy and hold, I'll keep it, refi it, and use it as a rental. Typically single families I'll renovate and resell, and if anything just is too much work or anything like that, I'll wholesale. And one other option, which I know a lot of people have been moving towards, are novations. So I've been doing a lot of novations if the sellers are open to it, which is just doing some work while the owner still has the property under their name, and then reselling it directly on the open market and taking the spread once it sells.
All right, cool, man. And Nicolas, in what markets are you operating in right now?
So I have two companies. One that I say is nationwide, which is not, it's not actually nationwide. It's only a few different states. It's like Ohio, Illinois, Texas, Pennsylvania, Jersey. And then I have a local flipping company in New York. I'm about an hour and a half outside of Manhattan, over by Poughkeepsie. So I'll do anything Westchester, up a few counties, and then on the other side of the river, right above Jersey, up to Albany. So I'm buying and flipping as many as I can.
Stop living on an island and join the #1 mastermind in America for professional real estate investors. Investor Fuel is a community of hundreds of the nation's top investors working together to build stronger businesses and better lives. In addition to the amazing community of real estate investors acting as a board of advisors for one another, Investor Fuel members have access to 100% funding on purchase and repairs for our members only, a health insurance program, and benefits and discounts that more than pays for the membership of most of our members, meaning it's actually costing you money to not be a member of Investor Fuel. If you're looking to scale your business and build a business that allows you to live the life of your dreams, please visit investorfuel.com today and book a call with our team.
Now, something that really caught my attention, it's the way that you've been able to put in, all your effort into building relationships with most of your investors, all right? So whenever you flip a house and you decide to resell it, all right, how does it you first find the right person that actually is going to help you invest in that property that you
So as far as when you say investing, you're saying as far as finding the money?
Yes.
Okay, so I got very lucky when I first started out. A buddy of mine connected me with an attorney that did hard money, and he saw the deals that I was getting at a discount, and he ended up lending to me before I had any experience. So shout out to him. His name is Dan. He would give me close to 100% of the purchase price, and then I would reach out to friends and family to fund the gap from there. Also, when I first started, I did a lot of wholesales just to build up my bankroll, so I have that extra money for renovations and that gap funding. And then just as of recently, I got pre-approved with Kiavi, and Kiavi will do 90% and 100% of the construction. So that makes it a lot easier to close more houses and then just use my money and investors' money to, fund pretty much the gap, and then I could flip as many as I can.
Cool, man. Cool. Now, what's been the recipe to keep your business running smoothly?
So the recipe is always just getting in more deals. That's everything. You make your money when you buy these houses. So one thing I did this year is pretty much triple all my marketing. I wanted to grow, I wanted to expand, and the only way to do that is to put that money out each month. It gets a little scary, having to shell out so much each month, but when you see the return, you realize it's worth it. And, this business is nothing without getting deals, in my opinion, directly from the seller, because, wholesalers, it's tough to make spreads sometimes when you're only buying from wholesalers. So I feel you need to be direct to seller.
Now, Nicholas, every operator that I know has a moment where things like got real, maybe a deal that went sideways or a time that, you had to pivot real fast. Do you mind sharing one of those moments?
Yeah, for sure. This would be a couple years ago, or maybe, yeah, it was like 2 years ago, I would say. I was pivoting towards wanting to get into the construction end of things and taking on some big renovations, because you see, there's a massive spread on this, but I have to put in a lot of work. What I've realized is like putting in too much work kills you every time. I did two bigger deals than I ever done at one time with, both renovations were over 200 grand, and it took me over a year to do both projects, and I made no money on both of them. So my suggestion, you learn quick, is, you don't want to make a beautiful house. You want to make a sellable house. We're in this business to make money. So do what you have to do, and, typically do a little bit less, sell it on the market for a little bit of a discount, and everyone's happy.
And you know what? That's the kind of stuff that a lot of people don't like to talk about. Whenever, they go sideways, they all want to make money at the end. All right. But you did, actually pretty well. All right. You decided to finish both projects, even if you didn't get anything on return, but at least that taught you a lesson that took you to where you are right now.
Yeah, I think it's important to go through those times, because then you realize, like, all right, I almost got burned doing this, or I did get burned doing this. Now I know I can't go that route.
Exactly. And honestly, for me, that's what separates people who actually just dabble than the ones who stay in the game for long term. All right.
Yeah, completely agree. You need to always learn from your mistakes and don't let it beat you up. Just take it as a learning lesson and move forward.
Correct. Now, let me ask you this. What are you most focused on solving or scaling next? Like, what is your next real goal?
If you're looking for consistent, high-quality leads, look no further than Investor Machine. Investor Machine isn't just another agency, it's the most sophisticated, data-driven lead generation company on the planet for real estate investors, and serves the role of being not just a lead generator for your business, but a marketing partner that is helping you achieve your goals along the way. Go to investormachine.com to learn more and schedule a call with our team today.
So for this year, I was aiming to hit my million in revenue mark, which I'll be close to. And, the goalposts always moves. So my next I want to make 2 million in revenue and take home around 1.5 or so in profits. And then I think keep going from there. I mean, you always, once again, you hit your goal and then another goal unfolds. So I want to keep scaling. I want to keep spending more money on marketing, keep flipping more houses, and get to a point where maybe we're doing about 5 or 6 million a year. We'll get to like 100 rentals or so, and then eventually not need to work because I'll have enough money from cash flow from the rentals. But I know I'll still always want to do stuff. So I don't think I'll ever retire, but it's nice to have that cushion. So that if you don't get a deal or here or there, it's fine because you're still safe.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. I totally agree with you, man. All right. Now, I know that a lot of people listening are either early in their journey or they're just looking to level up. All right. And I think they'll benefit from hearing something like this. When it comes about building relationships and growing your network, what's made the biggest difference for you?
So one thing I would say is, especially if you're staying local, your word is everything. Sometimes what'll happen is you're new, you'll get a deal and, you might have a solid offer on it, but last second someone comes in and offers 5,000 more, but you already agreed to sell, to this buyer. If you burn someone, the word gets around very fast. So it's a small community. Everyone's going to know like, hey, don't do business with that guy. He's not a stand-up guy. So I would say, always just be a man of your word. Even with the sellers also, they could sense if you're being shady or something like that. You want to just be authentic and try and help everyone in each situation. Like not every deal is a wholesale or a flip deal. So don't try and force it if it's not there. Always look out for everyone's best interests and you'll succeed.
If you're a new or newer real estate investor looking to launch or grow your real estate investing business, please check out Investor Fuel Club. It's a coaching community, but unlike anything you've ever seen before. And you can actually partner with members of our mastermind from coast to coast on deals right in your market. There's no better opportunity to build a consistent business than to literally partner with pros to help you avoid costly mistakes, avoid the need for capital to do deals, and help you eliminate your fears as you're starting your business. Learn more about Investor Fuel Club at investorfuel.com/club.
Yeah, actually, that's something that you cannot fake. I believe that being authentic, okay, it's everything. Not only in real estate, but in every aspect of the world, even in your individual personal life. We need to be authentic at all times. So yeah, that's actually pretty good. I totally agree with you. Now, Nicolas, before we wrap up, if someone wanted to reach out to you, connect with you, or maybe collaborate or learn more, what's the best way for them to reach out to you?
Yeah, sure. So Nick_Martucci on Instagram. My website is HudsonValleyCashBuyers.com. I am on Instagram as Hudson Valley Cash Buyers as well. I haven't been posting, but I got to keep going with that. And yeah, reach out to me on the website or on Instagram, shoot me a message. And I'd love to, help out or do some JVs or anything along the way.
Well, listen, I really appreciate your time, your story, and your perspective. We need actually more people like you. Thanks again for being on the show. And for those of you that are just tuning in, if you got value from this, just make sure you're subscribed, all right? We got more conversations with operators just like Nicolas who are out there building real businesses, all right? So until then, we'll see you on the next episode, guys.
Thanks, Leo.
You're welcome, Nicolas.
Thanks for joining us for today's Real Estate Pros Show. You can learn more about the amazing benefits of the Investor Fuel Mastermind community, including surrounding yourself with hundreds of other rock stars, 100% financing for your deals, and members-only discounts from vendors you're likely already using that, as a member of Investor Fuel, will save you more than the cost of your membership. Visit investorfuel.com to learn more. If you're interested in joining us as a guest of this show, please visit investorfuel.com/pros to apply. You can also check the show notes for access to free resources, how to get access to world-class lead generation, and much more. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another episode. Have a great day. We'll see you on the next show.